I'm about to meet Hawkeye legend Tim Dwight. Now, before pursuing a career in the NFL, Tim was one of the most prolific wide receivers in the Big Ten. Not to mention, he won a bunch of Big Ten titles in track and field. This guy sounds pretty fast. I better hurry up before I miss him. Now, most athletes just play one sport when they're in college. You played two. How did you balance both?
It's very hard. Running track's a little different because you travel a lot. So the spring was pretty difficult. Plus football was going on in the spring, so I had to kind of go back and forth. But I love track and field. I mean, it's a sport where you get out there and you compete. And if you haven't run the workouts and done everything possible, then you're not going to be successful.
I wanted to ask you about your decision to join the NFL, and then you decided to come back to college and compete in track and field. What made you want to do that?
I wanted to come back and challenge the NCAA and say, hey, I'm a professional in football. I'm an amateur in track and field. I've got 1 year left. Let me compete.
Wow.
So they let me compete. And then that season was long for me because we went to the Super Bowl, and then I took about a week off, and then boom, I'm right into the track.
How do you stay in shape these days? I hear that I hear that you actually have a yoga studio. How did that come about?
Yoga's a pretty important piece, I think, to lifestyle because it slows things down and eliminates everything outside your world, or that's in your world, but outside your brain, and just kind of focuses on yourself for that hour.
Show me some moves.
So let's do a little warrior one right here, little warrior one. And then we can reverse warrior a little bit. I like this one. And then we can windmill back down into plank. Low plank, upward, downward, and then you can pull your left foot up and through.
Big game against Michigan tomorrow. What does Iowa have to do to trounce them?
I don't know about trouncing. To win, we got to hold on the football. We can't turn the ball over against these guys because they got a lot of weapons. Robinson, he's a player, and we give the ball up with a short field. You're not going to win too many ball games doing that.
As honorary captain, do you have any idea of what you're going to say?
A little bit. You don't want to go back and talk about what you did and all that stuff, but you want to talk about the opportunity they have in front of them and what it's going to take tomorrow to be able to take advantage of that. And have them focus, don't worry about last week and refocus really on each play out there on Saturday.
Good luck to you tomorrow.
Thanks. Go Hawks.
Good luck, Captain.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.